Hey, it's Nassim. Welcome back to another tried and tested video. I used to do these videos all the time back in the day. If you're an OG subscriber, you know I will post links to those videos down below. They are like decades old. I used to do review videos of foundations. I'm obsessed with foundations. And if you're an oily, acne-prone skin girl like me, although I'm not so much acne prone anymore, however, I do have a lot of acne scarring. I have some redness and texture. Obviously, I've got, larger pores now than I did before. If you share any of these commonalities with me, then I think you're gonna appreciate this video. I am testing out the Haus Labs foundation. This retails for $45. You get 1 fluid ounce. I purchased mine at Sephora. I got the shade 175 Light Neutral. I do want to give you a heads up on the coloring system. It is completely backwards. I had to have someone color match me in store. Definitely do your research before getting the color. I would, maybe go to the store, have them color match you, because the whole coloring system is definitely not something that I am used to. This comes in 51 different shades, and I'm gonna read you some of the claims. This is a medium buildable coverage, high performance, weightless, clean foundation infused with our proprietary fermented arnica that helps reduce redness, helps even skin tone. It's got like 20 plus skincare ingredients, which I had no idea about. You can apply this with their Haus Labs foundation brush with your fingertips or with a beauty sponge, which I'll be using my beauty sponge today. Yeah, it's got like over 5,000 reviews, 4.7 stars out of 5. And everyone is saying that they're really happy with it. It's unique, it's a must try. And yeah, I'm just really curious to see how this is going to work out. It says to shake well, and I've already applied my moisturizer on my face. I've let that kind of sink in. And I've also lowered the filter on this camera so you guys can really see what my skin looks like. I'm gonna be applying this on this side of my face, and I'm gonna be comparing it, and let's hope that the shade matches me. Okay, so I'm opening it up here. Oh, interesting. Do I not pump this? It's not a pumpable? Oh, okay, here. Is that too much? Ooh. On my nose. I like a full coverage look, so we're gonna try that, and I'm gonna use my damp beauty sponge, and we're gonna see how this looks. Okay. It's blending out pretty easily. It does have a slight scent. It's not a strong fragrance, but definitely has a light kind of foundation scent to it. Now this up here is where I do tend to have a little bit of dryness, but overall I'm fairly oily, so I'm really interested to see how this holds up here. I think that the color is a really good match, actually. It's definitely giving me like a medium coverage. That is definitely true. It's got like a kind of a hydrating effect. As you could see, it's like kind of glowy here. Not glowy per se, but just a hydrated look. But yeah, this is what the foundation looks like. It's really nice, kind of medium coverage. I don't feel like it's accentuated my pores at all. And I like the shade. I like how it's giving me good coverage, but not like too overly matte. It blended out really easily, which I really like. And I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup. I'm not gonna set the foundation, but I am going to do the rest of my makeup, blush, and all of that, and I will be right back. After looking at my skin, I really, really like the finish. It's not overly matte. Sometimes with overly matte foundations, they tend to kind of crease and dry me out in certain spots and just look too heavy and too cakey on my skin. But this is giving me a really nice kind of fresh, dewy look, and I like the color. I think the shade matches me actually pretty well. And yeah, this is what the foundation looks like close up. So yeah, we will check back in with you guys midday, and I will be giving you guys my final thoughts. This is, let's see, what time is it? It is 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'm gonna be wearing this foundation all throughout the day. I'm gonna be heading outside. I'm gonna be walking around, really putting this foundation to the test. And I will give you guys my thoughts midday, as well as at the end of the day. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the color? I think it's a pretty good match. I will be back in a few hours to give you guys an update. I'm back. It's been 4 hours since I've applied the foundation, and I apologize for the lighting because it is a little bit of a gloomy day, and I'm sitting in my bathroom on the bathroom floor in front of the window, but there's just not a ton of light that's come in, so I had to turn on the lights in here. So I apologize that you can't maybe see as clearly, but I'm trying to bring you guys in as close as possible so you can really appreciate what this foundation looks like. As I'm kind of looking at my face right now, I do notice some areas that are obviously shinier than others. Obviously my nose is very shiny right now, my forehead, and also around my cheeks. So pretty much all over I am seeing some overall kind of shininess, but I'm not mad at it. I don't feel greasy. I don't have that overall like oily feeling. I feel like my skin is hydrated in a really good way. Like I can definitely tell that the foundation has those skincare ingredients and properties that overall just make my skin not feel very heavy. It's not a heavy foundation at all. So my skin just feels really light. Like I feel like my skin can breathe. And obviously I didn't set this foundation at all with any powder. Maybe if I did put some powder, I wouldn't be as shiny everywhere. But overall, it's not a shininess that I am upset about. I think the foundation looks really good so far. And as I was applying my blush and my bronzer when I was getting ready, I didn't notice that it was patchy looking or blotchy, which I was shocked about because I'm applying the blush on top of an unset foundation. So usually, like if you're applying your blush and your bronzers on top of a foundation that hasn't been set, it's gonna go on really blotchy, which it didn't. So I'm happy about that. I like the color. I think it matches me really, really well. And overall, I'm pretty happy with how it's looking so far. I did notice that when I was hugging my son, some of the makeup did transfer onto his clothes. So that is one thing to note. I mean, yeah, the foundation is definitely coming off like on my fingers, but it's not too bad. I still think though, like my cheeks look pretty decent. They don't look super oily, considering the fact that I'm not wearing any powder, so that's a plus. I am going to wear this for the rest of the day and all throughout the evening, and I will be back to give you guys my final feedback. It is almost 8 p.m., so I've worn this foundation for almost 10 hours, and I'm here to give you my final thoughts. As you can see, my skin does look shiny. It is pretty much shiny like all over, like even on my cheeks all the way down to like my jawline, my forehead, pretty much everywhere it's shiny. It's not just in my T-zone. And I personally don't like that. I like a more mattifying look. I wish it controlled my oil a little bit more. However, with that said, I do think that this is a beautiful foundation. Yes, I am shiny, and yes, I don't like to be oily looking. However, it is really pretty. Like looking at my skin throughout the day, looking at it in the mirror, it looks like it has given my skin this like smoothing, almost like a blurring effect. And nowhere has my foundation glided off. Nowhere has my blush or my bronzer looked patchy or also glided off. So overall, it looks really decent for having been worn for 8 hours without any touching up. This is literally me not blotting my face once and without any powder. So I think if I had set it with some powder, maybe I would be a little less oily. I really like the shade. They have like 51 shades to choose from, so I think you will be pleasantly surprised to find a color match that suits you. I think that there are other foundations out there that might suit me personally better because I like a more mattifying look. But if you don't mind kind of that hydrating look and like that glow from within, I think that this is a gorgeous foundation. I think you'll be really happy with it. Really good price point as well, $45 for 1 fluid ounce. It's a really kind of nice, hefty packaging. It's like this glass type packaging. I wish it did come with a pump. That's the only thing, is I think it would be much better like with a pump. Yeah, I mean, it's got like just like that standard like foundation scent, but again, nothing crazy, nothing obnoxious. Would I recommend this foundation? Yes, but for me personally, I would probably wear this with like more powder, like a medium coverage. So I personally would maybe want more like full coverage if I were to wear this, you know, going out or something like that. But for every day, I think this is a beautiful, gorgeous foundation. That's my full review on the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I hope you guys found this review helpful. Stay tuned. There will be a lot more foundation reviews coming up on this channel. So if you enjoy these types of review videos, give this one a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.